History is celebrated with brisket, ribs, and a backyard barbecue. Then, later on, 2 steps to paradise. The best music with the best brisket in Austin, plus find out where presidents order their ribs. Barbecue will be right back from Austin, Texas. Welcome back. Here in Texas, they know how to party, but nothing compares to this party. It celebrates the end of slavery and the beginning of an amazing barbecue tradition. It's Sunday in Austin, and this backyard is filled with people. The man they call the king of barbecue is behind the grill. Ben Wash smokes meat like nobody's business. But today, his brisket is even sweeter, more tender. His friend Bernadette Pfeiffer knows why. She's an expert in Black history.
It's a celebration of freedom. It's a celebration of emancipation.
It is Juneteenth, the date set aside to celebrate the end of slavery in Texas.
It is a coin word because on June 19th, 1865 is when Colonel Granger came into Galveston with his troops to tell the slaves that they were actually free.
If you're keeping track, June 1865 is more than 2 years after the rest of America's slaves were freed. Texas, it seems, didn't bother to tell their slaves about Lincoln and his Emancipation Proclamation.
The joy that is there of having you taste the fruit of freedom. And it's carried on over the years to taste some of the sweet freedom of barbecue and sweet freedom of emancipation.
A barbecue that celebrates freedom. You can't beat that. And so that's every year you celebrate it.
That's right. Every year we had made our mind up that Juneteenth, we was going to celebrate in the state of Texas. And it's been handed down from generation to generation and generation.
And you don't miss a year?
What? As long as, yes, no way, no way. How could you miss it?
For Ben, this is a day spent with family and close friends. A day when the past and the present collide.
My way of reaching back in history. Yeah, my daddy used to tell me, he says, don't look back at what you do, but don't forget where you came from. The closer I get to Juneteenth every year, the more happy I get, you know.
That happiness shines all over his own barbecue joint in East Austin. Here, he started preparing for Juneteenth days ago. It starts with great meats like brisket, chicken, and ribs, and another of those secret recipe spice rubs.
What you really have to do is to touch every inch of that, every hair of that meat.
Then it's into the smoker. That's when time stands still and memories of Juneteenth come flowing back.
You could be blocks away, man. You see that smoke, man. It's just like a smoke, just like a freight train, and you could smell it for a quarter of a mile, man. Wonderful, man, you know. You just couldn't wait to get there, you know, and get you some of that good old meat, man. Finger licking good, man. Ooh. And old brisket be so juicy, man, and tender. Ooh. We used to say, man, that old brisket is so tender, we wonder how that old cow walk.
All right, Ben, so why don't you give me a piece of that?
You want to taste it?
I want to take a slice of that Ben's
You want a
brisket.
sample, that's what you want, ain't it?
Exactly.
Well,
I'm here for the sample.
You got the sample.
Thank you very much.
Ain't that tender?
What's the secret?
What's the secret? Texas.
I love it.
Texas, that's the secret. Juneteenth, all together.
Are you ready to serve your folks here?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get this thing
ready.
happening.
Okay.
It shows the culmination of what the struggles that our forefathers bore for us, allowing us to be able to eat outside like this together and enjoy each other's company. You know, we couldn't think of anything like this back in the days of slavery, so, you know, this is very special for us.
What a great tradition. Are you ready to dance? It's a honky-tonk barbecue when we come right back. Coming up, how to two-step your way to the juiciest brisket in Austin. And later, sizzling steaks fit for a president. What LBJ and George W. Bush have in common. Barbecue will be right back from Austin, Texas.
One, two, three, four.
Welcome back. Here in Austin, Texas, they love their two-step just about as much as they love their barbecue. But you don't have to choose. Here at the Broken Spoke, you can do both. It's Friday night in Austin, and for these folks, that means it's time to cut loose, time to two-step, and time to enjoy some real Texas barbecue. Now, James, a Broken Spoke, I mean, it's been here for a long time, obviously. This is like a sort of an Austin institution at this point, right? What goes on here?
Well, you know, we're a honky-tonk that has food, you know, and you can come out here and have a good time. You can bring your family out here, bring your friend, bring your girlfriend, and, you know, they have a lot of fun. That's what it's all about.
Great music, great people, and great barbecue. Friday night has looked pretty much like this since James White opened the place back in 1964.
We ain't fancy what we're doing, shore country, and the good news, we ain't changing nothing. You know, we're not making no hanging fur baskets on our ceilings, and no Pierre water, and none of that grapefruit pond, but we do have cold beer and good-looking girls to dance with. What more could you ask for? And good barbecue.
How famous is the Broken Spoke? Dolly's been here, so is Clint. Willie, too, back in 1969, even before the trademark long hair and beard. Well, this is such a great atmosphere here, man. You know, the Texas two-step, a little barbecue.
After you eat this barbecue, we'll get you on the dance floor and you can do a little two-stepping.
Okay. You can teach a New York City boy how to do some two-step?
Oh, yeah, we'll get you a pretty girl out here to dance with.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. The music may keep things moving at the Broken Spoke, but everyone knows the real secret to the Spoke's success is the barbecue. Now, in Texas, it's all about beef, right?
We're the cattle state. We're the king of the cattle.
So when they talk about barbecue in Texas, beef is the first word.
This is it.
Beef and lots of it. James does all the cooking out back and agreed to show us how it's done.
Okay, this is how we season our brisket right here at the Broken Spoke. I just lightly salt to one side, and at the same time, I always put the pepper. That's all we do is salt and pepper. We don't add any other spice to them. Then we just kind of rub it in. Then I just kind of turn it over this way. This will be the fat side up. I always like to cook with the fat side up on a brisket. That way it kind of just sinks in a good flavor, good taste to it. Beef brisket.
Once the rub is on, the brisket has a date with James Smoker. His pit is a Texas classic, rectangular and low to the ground, with a series of weights and pulleys that look like they shouldn't, but somehow manage to get the job done. Then it's a waiting game. 5 or 6 hours at least for the brisket to be done just right. While the meat smokes, the musicians warm up. James keeps a patient eye on both. There's no use rushing a good thing. When the time is right, both the band and the brisket will be ready.
When you slice into it, you can just see the juice running out, and it looks so good and it tastes so good, it just doesn't get any better.
Nah, it doesn't get any better.
Wind me up, turn me on, and watch me barbecue.
Soon the dance floor was full. Some moved to the music, others just stuck to the barbecue.